Stop scrolling right now. What if I told you that one single night of listening could completely change the direction of your life? Not in some magical way, but through a real shift in how your mind works. Most people will ignore this and wonder why nothing ever changes. Don't be most people. Your mind is like a garden. Every thought you plant grows into your reality. But here's the problem. Most of us are planting weeds without even knowing it. Negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, anxiety about the future. Tonight, we're going to flip that script completely. I'm going to share with you a powerful method that ancient masters used to reprogram their minds while they slept. This isn't about wishful thinking. This is about understanding how your subconscious actually works and using that knowledge to your advantage. By the end of this, you'll have a complete system that works while you rest. Let me ask you something. How many times have you gone to bed stressed, worried, or anxious? How many nights have you laid there with your mind racing, thinking about everything that went wrong today or everything that could go wrong tomorrow? Here's what's really happening. Your subconscious mind doesn't sleep. When you close your eyes, it keeps working, it keeps processing, it keeps absorbing. The problem is, most people don't control what their subconscious absorbs. During this time, they let it run wild with worry and fear. Think about it. You spend 8 hours in bed every night. That's a third of your life. For most people, that's 8 hours of their mind reinforcing negative patterns, playing out worst-case scenarios, and cementing limiting beliefs deeper into their consciousness. Your subconscious is like a sponge during sleep. It soaks up everything. But instead of using this incredible power to your advantage, you're letting it work against you. You're programming yourself for failure, anxiety, and limitation without even realizing it. The ancient masters understood something that modern science is only now confirming. The moments before sleep and during sleep are the most powerful times for mental transformation. Your conscious mind, the part that judges and resists, starts to fade away. Your subconscious becomes wide open. This is when real change happens. But nobody teaches you this. Nobody tells you that you're wasting the most powerful programming time available to you every single day. You wake up tired, anxious, and stuck in the same patterns because you never took control of what your mind absorbed while you slept. The power of the subconscious gateway. Your subconscious mind controls everything. And I mean everything. How you react to stress, how confident you feel, what opportunities you notice, what actions you take, your habits, your emotions, your automatic responses to life. All of it comes from your subconscious programming. Most people walk through life thinking they're in control, making conscious choices. But the truth is different. About 95% of your daily behavior runs on autopilot, controlled by programs buried deep in your subconscious. That voice telling you that you can't do something, that feeling of anxiety that shows up out of nowhere, that habit you can't seem to break, none of that is really you making a choice. It's programming running in the background. But here's the thing most people don't understand. Your subconscious doesn't care if something is true or false. It doesn't judge. It doesn't question. It simply accepts and executes. Whatever you feed it becomes your reality. If you tell yourself you're not good enough often enough, your subconscious accepts that as fact and creates behaviors that match. If you feed it empowering beliefs, it creates empowering behaviors. It's neutral. It's like soil. It will grow whatever seeds you plant, whether they're flowers or weeds. During the day, your conscious mind acts like a guard. It filters information. It resists new ideas. It says, that's not possible, or that's not who I am. This is why positive thinking alone doesn't work. Your conscious mind blocks it. You can stand in front of a mirror saying, I am confident all you want. But if your conscious mind is screaming, no, you're not, nothing changes. The guard at the gate won't let the new information through. This is why so many people try affirmations and visualization and all these techniques and get frustrated when nothing happens. They're trying to force new programming past a guard that's been trained for years to reject anything that doesn't match the existing programming. But at night, everything changes. As you drift into sleep, that guard starts to leave his post. Your conscious mind fades away. The gate to your subconscious swings wide open. This is the window. This is when you can plant new seeds directly into the fertile soil of your mind without any resistance. Nobody is there to argue. Nobody is there to say that's not realistic. The door is open, and whatever you put through that door gets accepted and integrated. Scientists call this the hypnagogic state. It's that moment between being awake and falling asleep. Your brainwaves shift from beta to alpha to theta. In this state, your mind is incredibly receptive. It's like wet cement. Whatever impression you make now will harden into your reality. This isn't some mystical concept. This is measurable brain science. Researchers can see the brain changing states. They can measure the shift from the busy, analytical beta waves to the relaxed alpha waves, then into the deep, receptive theta waves. In theta, your subconscious is completely exposed and ready to absorb. The masters knew this thousands of years ago. They didn't have EEG machines or brain scans, but they understood through practice and observation. They would spend this precious time filling their minds with wisdom, peace, and positive intention. They treated it like sacred time because they knew what was possible. They knew that these final moments before sleep were worth more than hours of daytime practice. They protected this time. They guarded it. They understood that what happened in these moments would shape their entire being. And here's what makes this even more powerful. Your subconscious doesn't just absorb during that transition moment. Throughout the entire night, as you cycle through different sleep stages, your mind is processing and integrating. It's taking whatever you gave it before sleep and weaving it into the fabric of who you are. While your body rests, your subconscious is working overtime. It's organizing, it's consolidating, it's building new neural pathways based on what you fed it before you closed your eyes. Think about when you learn something new. You study it, then you sleep, and suddenly the next day it makes more sense. That's your subconscious working through the night, organizing information, making connections, and integrating knowledge. You can use this same mechanism to integrate new beliefs, new patterns, and new ways of being. Your brain doesn't distinguish between learning a fact and learning a belief about yourself. It processes both the same way. So if you feed it empowering beliefs before sleep, it spends the night making those beliefs part of your core programming. This isn't theory. This is how your brain actually works. During sleep, your mind consolidates memories, processes emotions, and reinforces neural pathways. Whatever pathways you activate before sleep get strengthened during sleep. If you fall asleep worried, you strengthen worry pathways. If you fall asleep peaceful and focused on positive truths, you strengthen those pathways instead. You're literally choosing which parts of yourself to make stronger every single night. Most people do this unconsciously. strengthening whatever emotion they happen to feel when they got tired. You can do it consciously. You can choose. You can decide which pathways get reinforced and which ones fade away. Reprogramming through repetition. Here's a truth that will change everything for you. Your current life is the result of programs running in your subconscious mind. Programs that were installed years ago, mostly during childhood, through repetition. Everything you believe about yourself, about money, about relationships, about what's possible for you, all of it came from somewhere. And most of it came from repetition. When you were young, you heard things over and over. Money doesn't grow on trees. Life is hard, you're not good enough. Be realistic. Whatever messages you heard repeatedly got programmed in. Now those programs run automatically, creating your reality. Your parents probably said certain things hundreds of times. Your teachers repeated lessons over and over. Society bombarded you with messages about who you should be and what you should want. All of that repetition carved deep grooves in your mind. And now, even decades later, those grooves are still there, directing your thoughts and actions without you even realizing it. That feeling of not being good enough? You probably heard something similar 1,000 times growing up. That fear of not having enough money? Someone probably stressed about money repeatedly in your presence. These aren't your original thoughts. They're recordings playing on repeat. But here's the beautiful part. If repetition installed those programs, repetition can replace them. Your subconscious learns through repetition. It doesn't matter if something is said once with great emotion or 1,000 times calmly. Repetition is the language your subconscious understands. This is